Imagine owning your lead source forever. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how we're able to use $100 to build out this simple one-page website, and it was able to generate upwards of 16 leads worth $1,500 to $3,000. So stick with me, and I'm going to explain to you exactly what makes that website so much easy to rank on Google for search queries like seamless gutters bikini, for queries like professional gutter repair McKinney, for queries like best gutter services McKinney. So stick with me in this video and you'll get exactly this full step on exactly how to get this done for your business and how to even do it better for multiple locations that you service. So picture this: you wake up on the first of the month and the first thing you do is check your account. Another 2,000 just left your business to paid ads. And you know what the worst part is? You have to do it again next month and the month after, forever. I talked to a plumber last week, he told me something that stuck with me. He said, I feel like I'm renting my customers instead of owning them. Every single lead he gets costs him money. When he stops paying, the phone stops ringing. It's like paying rent on an apartment you'll never own. The stress is real. You get calls, sure, but half of them are people just shop pricing. They call three other businesses after you, and when the ad platform raises the prices, what can you do? You just pay it because if you don't, your competitor will. Here's what kills me about this whole thing. Local business owners are some of the hardest working people I know. You show up early, you do great work, your customers love you, but at the end of every month, you are handing thousands of dollars to Google or Facebook just to get a chance at a customer. What if I told you there's a different way? A way where you build something once and it keeps working for you month after month, year after year. No monthly fees, no price increase, just consistently it's coming in while you focus on doing the work you're actually good at. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how we're able to rank this website on the first page of Google for multiple search queries and generating leads of up to about 16, with the most recent one coming in October 22 of 2025. So let's dive into this website itself. So say you're a business owner. A lot of persons get their customers either via word of mouth, some is from repeat business, and others are hoping to run paid ads to Google, to Facebook, TikTok, and all of the social platforms that are out there that helps you generate clients for your business. This is 100% perfect for any business. Your customers are the bread and butter of your business. The first thing you should do for a business that you should continue to do is get customers. The second best thing is get customers. The third best thing is get customers. That's exactly what Alex Omozi said. So in this video, you're going to be looking at exactly what happens when someone who is not referred, someone who's just Googling, just looking for a quick business online, how they perform a search. So briefly, they come online here and they perform a search like seamless gutters bikini with the intent that they need a seamless gutters, not just gutters. They need seamless gutters for their homes. So the very first search that happens here is the sponsored section. These are the businesses that are spending a ton of money on ads in order to generate clients for their business. And the second section that appears here is what we call the map pack. This is the business also known as Google Business Profile. Three businesses are listed here organically, and there's one sponsor right here again. So these businesses has a lot they've done with their business, credibility, reviews, and so many other things that guarantees their rankings right here. But that's not exactly what we're going to be talking about in this video. Although the things we'll talk about will also help strengthen your Google Business Profile if you don't appear here. Where we're going to be focusing on this video is this organic section right here below this map pack. This is where you want your website that you've built out for thousands of dollars, or a website that you've been maintaining ongoing for maybe a few $100 every month, but it's not generating you organic leads when people search for your services online. So this is exactly what we're going to cover in this video. There's a little There are a lot of things that actually make this website unique in the eyes of Google, and Google tends to love them. The very first thing is we got an exact match domain. This is basically a case study we did, but just to prove that this works. We got an exact match domain. Exact match domain simply means you including the core service you render plus the city in which you render the service in the domain name. This you can get on Namecheap. You could research exactly what exactly my domain is and how credible it is in the site of Google. So the second thing we did is include our very core service we render, content installation, plus related service, and a city in the title tag. This enables users and Google to understand exactly what your page is all about, and this is what is appearing right here when you make a Google search. Then the third thing we did was also include our core service, related service, and the city in which we render the service in the headline tag. Take the headline tag like the chapter of any novel. It briefly gives you an understanding of what you hope to get from the very chapter of that specific novel. That's exactly how the page of the website works that Google sees it. It sees this as the main headline, which is called the H1 tag. And immediately after the H1 tag, there is a paragraph. So whatever text that you have following the H1 paragraph, you should also include the city in which you service and the main service and other related service right there. This signals Google exactly what your page is all about. And the next section we provided was the Our Service section. Our service section simply talk about all of the related services that we do. So we briefly talk about them in detail and ensure that Google is able to understand, and even users who come to the website are able to understand this is what we offer, this is the service, and this is the service that we offer. The third section is why did you choose this company? Why did you choose Goddard's McKinney? This is the section you want to include how long you've been in business, if you're family owned, if you are a veteran owned, if you're licensed, if you're insured, if you offer finance, if you offer finances. This is exactly the section you want to include all of this. Then the second last thing we did was include frequently asked questions and answer them. There's a very quick way to do this. Google, once you make a search for whatever service it is you're offering, there is this section they call people also ask questions. You could do this for whatever industry it is. You would say people also ask questions for multiple queries. So you need to make a list of all the queries, just one each. Then you not need to answer all of those queries on your own page for that specific service that you are trying to target on your own page. And this overall gives Google the understanding of what you're trying to do. Google sees you as an authority answering all of these related questions. But one thing you need to be aware of, you don't want generic questions like what are the downsides of seamless gutters. This is a nationwide search. So you want to make this particular question local to your location. So you could say, what are the downsides of seamless gutters in McKinney? How much is 200 linear feet of gutters in McKinney? Are seamless gutters worth the cost in McKinney? So basically, that's exactly the kind of questions you want to answer on your page. Then the last thing we did was include the zip code of the city in which we service. This is very, very useful. Google further strengthens your authority for when people search by zip code, they tend to bring out your website. And that's all we did for this website to get it ranking on the first page of Google for multiple search queries and generating upwards of 16 leads within a year. I'm going to tell you exact things we didn't do right that would have even doubled or tripled or quadrupled the number of leads we would have gotten. Mind you, these are all form filled leads. These are persons who actually entered into this form and filled out this form to get us a lead. You'll notice I didn't mention anything concerning someone calling the number because we didn't have an active phone number on this website. A lot of persons who go on websites don't usually fill out this form. The percentage ratio to people who fill out this form and people who call, it's a ratio of 10 to 1. 10 persons would rather call, then maybe one person will just fill out this form. That's exactly how it is. So if I had an active phone number, I would have doubled or tripled or quadrupled the number of leads that would have gotten with this website. The second thing we didn't do on this website is have dedicated service pages for each of these related services that we offer. Gutter installation, we have this own page itself. Then gutter replacement, we have a dedicated page specific for gutter replacement in McKinney. Gutter repairs, everything about gutter repairs, everything about gutter cleaning. Each of them separate page or dedicated page for each of them. Then another thing we would have added to the number of pages is the location. Surrounding locations that we serve, we also want to include that on our page. For some reasons anyway, Google do not actually love those inner pages. But for other websites that with big authorities like Yelp and big industries like Thumbtack, Google tends to rank inner pages. So it means it works, but you need uh, to spend a lot of money for it to work. So hence, we are targeting more on the home page. If you stick with me, I'm going to show you exactly why the homepage matters, and why you should keep doing it. So that's basically the things we didn't do on this website on here that could have generated us even more leads. So after building out this website in its entirety, we needed citations. We needed to list our website on multiple directories. We needed Google to see our business as an authority. We needed them to understand that we are in for business. And a lot of website mentioning us gives Google that signal. And how did we do this? We just listed our website on multiple directories like Yelp, Foursquare, Thumbtack, and many other directories. So we have a list of over 400 directories right there that you can go on and register and list your business on. Or you could hire the services of this guy for 75 bucks. You get 400 local citations listed in directories, and you get the URL sent to you all within 3 days. So we basically spent $75 and domain $15 to be able to generate this number of leads that came in within a year, less than $100. But in your case, I would also advise something we could have done that could have increased the number of links, because Google tends to trust websites by the number of other websites mentioning them. So it's more of like you go into a room, you have the president of the company vouching for you, you have the vice president of the region vouching for you, and you also have maybe this assistant vice chairperson of the entire conglomerate all vouching for you. That's a signal boost for you whenever you get into that interview room, but the job is already yours. You just need to go there and deliver. And that's basically what we've done with the website. We've gotten ourselves all set up. And we also need all these websites, the CEOs, and everybody to give us a vouch. And that's what all these backlinks does, basically. So we usually recommend this one of $70 because it guarantees us 450 websites mentioning our own website. You just need to issue out a press release. Anything newsworthy about your business that satisfies as a press release. The major thing is for you to get these 450 links point back to the home page of your website. And that is why the site is ranking so well, because it has a lot of homepage links. You can see it right here. Gutters McKinney has over 141 links, of which 70 are actually showing as backlinks profile, pointing to this specific website. And Google is able to just rank them even way higher. You could get this with Kingswire premium plan for $70, and you're good to go. Then the last thing we could have done was also get very, very, very high authority websites to mention us. Way costlier than this. Here we're getting 450 placements for $70. And there are authority websites that you get just one placement for 70 bucks or $100. So I recommend the services of Jackie Chow. It's very reliable, it's very good, and it does an incredible job. So you could get his niche edit or local guest post. It costs between 74 to $90 per link. So you could do 2 links per month. That is maybe anywhere between 2,000 to 2,400 in an entire year. And you would definitely crush this search engine for all of the keywords that you're targeting just doing that. So basically, that's how we're able to generate this thing, and now you can do it for your own business also. Like I said, we started this website in November of 2024, and by January 25 of 2025, we got our very first lead. That's 3 months apart, and that's the kind of timeline you expect to see. So I'll basically run out exactly the cost. The main name costs $15, hosting 24, citation 75, press release 70. Indexation of the links from here is $20, and content creation using ChatGPT Premium. But I did mine for free, so the total cost could be $224, less than what most businesses spend on ads. So why does this work? Google has a secret. The favor exact match domain when someone searches for better information. The website called Content Bikini has a massive advantage over other big websites. And here's something most people don't realize. You know, 3 businesses that show up on the map pack. That's the map pack. Everyone wants to be there, but you can get a ton of leads by ranking in the blue links right below the map pack. That's where we rank, and that's where we got 16 leads. So small business website is like match domain with all of these authority links pointing back to them and the home page done right. We definitely outrank bigger sites like Yelp, Angie's List, and other franchises. Now comes the beautiful part of you closing out your entire location, the multiplication strategy that scales your business. So as against targeting as against targeting surrounding locations with just your inner pages of your McKinney website. So let's say I want to target McKinney, we'll say simply like McKinney.com, gottersmckinney.texas.com / Allen / location / Allen. So kind of tell Google that okay, our website also targets Princeton. The best bet you could do in 2025 going to 2026 is have individual pages for each of the locations that yourself. That's a game changer. It's already been proven to work. Jesse Cunningham preaches this every single day. It's a proven system that works. So if we have all of these for cities surrounding McKinney, we get anywhere between 14 to 35 leads per month from just doing this system. And I don't have to be right. Just try it out. It's a lot better than running ads in the long run. So you could actually do this yourself for $24 per site, or you could go the done for you part where we build, manage, and everything for you. You just take calls and close the client and get the works done. So these are the things we'll do. We don't just build the website and disappear. We stick with you because your success is our success. Here's what we're going to be doing with our ongoing partnership. We'll optimize and manage your Google business profiles such that you are able to appear in this map section. We'll help you collect reviews and help you reply to them automatically. You don't have to do anything. You just have to convert more customers for your business and close. We'll give you a unique tracking number for each site. When someone calls or and you miss the call, they get text back. And an AI follow-up with this sequence to book an appointment when you're not available. We also set up an AI chat widget that also help you book an appointment in your site while you sleep. We stay on top of Google's updates. They are changing consistently, midnight, day in, day out, and you need to roll out the strategies that will benefit your business as it comes in. So for the next 90 days, you could keep running ads and getting leads from people who are not actually involved in your service. They just want to check around. Some will just want to see your landing pages like marketers. Or you could book the free Google Business Profile Optimization. And you only pay when you see result. No risk upfront, no risk at all for you, just your time. And maybe ah, just your time maybe. So you could go buy the do-it-yourself part for $224 per site, or you could book a call with us and we'll look at your market and we'll show you which cities have the best opportunity and we'll map out a 90-day plan to own your lead source forever. Remember, paying for ads aren't bad. If they're working for you, keep them running. While you're paying for ads, start building your own assets. Slowly reduce ad spend as organic leads come in. Eventually, you might cut down the ad spend to zero. The question is whether this works. The question isn't whether this works. We've proved it works with 16 leads that came from a simple page website. The question is, do you want to keep renting customers or own your own? So book a free discovery call with us. Let's build something you actually own together. If you've watched this video up to this moment thus far, thank you very much for watching. And I would plead that you subscribe to my channel for more videos that are upcoming. And if you have questions, leave them in the comment section and I will see you in the next video.